It's time to POTA. I'm taking the FT891 and the newly built Poseidon antenna with me for its maiden test run. I built the wire for it, for the aerial, for the element, for the radiating element, and I also kind of cheated with the ground radials by using my ground radial system that I've been using with a bunch of other antennas. We're gonna get out to a park, we're gonna get it set up. I'm gonna show you all about how we get this stuff done. So this is how I measure out the antenna wire for cutting an element. I just tied this off to anything. This could be a tree. This just happens to be a shelving unit inside of the garage here. And then down here, I have the end of the antenna wire right there, and the end of my tape measure, which is both metric and inch. So metric on one side and inches on the other side. And then down here on this end, it needs to be 25 foot. So they are stretched out to 25 feet. And then there is the tape measure in question. Okay, so the park that I wanted to go to doesn't appear to be a Parks on the Air park anymore. So we are at Wisconsin Interstate State Park. It's a lovely park, much bigger park. So I got much more stuff to do. We provide this disc with the antenna kit that enables you to slide it over top of one of these fiberglass fishing masts. However, since it's a fishing mast, a long time ago I put on one of these fishing rod ends and super glued it in place. And that hole isn't big enough to go over it, so I'm just using an S-beaner. Gets the job done. My friend Dave asked me to show how I do my guy lines for my antenna masts. And it's really not genius. Don't mistake laziness for genius or being a cheap old man for genius. I really didn't want to cut the rope. I've had this rope for 900 years and I just went with it. So let me show you how it works out, because I do this a couple of times and each time it gets a little tiny bit better and it does the job. It's not going to stay up to gale force winds, but it is going to keep your antenna up for your activation. So the rope starts here and it is tied. The rope starts here and it is tied to the first stake. From there, it goes up to the sky hook and just comes right back down to the next stake right here, and then it loops back up again to another one of the holes on the sky hook. And what I did was I shoved the rope through the bottom, which gave me a little loop on the top, and then I looped it over, so that's why it looks the way that it does, and then it comes back down to the third stake right here, and it goes back up and we do the same thing again. So there's another push-up loop, pull the loop over, back down to the first stake where we started, which is why there's 3 lines on there. And then the third one coming up just goes up to, I guess this is a 2/2 hitches knot, which allows me to pull in some slack and tighten it all up. And there we go. She's up and standing, good enough for the day. 25 feet in the air. Nice little fishing pole. This is the DX Commander Expedition mast. From there, as hams, we have this thing called gear acquisition syndrome, the law of acquisition. This is all a bunch of parts that I've cobbled together. One of the great things about the Coffee and Ham Radio's antenna kits is it is a platform for you to make additions to. Let me show you how I adapted my existing ground radial system and didn't have to make new ground radials up. On the bottom of the winder, we have this stud where we mount the ground connection or the counterpoise connection. And I have this flying lead, I'm going to steal that term from Callum, that comes out to an Anderson power pole connection, and then from there I have another power pole connection that's got 4 different wires shoved into it, and they go off in 4 different directions. And so as a result, I can be expedient with my antenna setups and antenna transitions and changes, and I can use this on multiple radios, and everything just connects to everything. It's awesome. And then the other thing that we are doing is testing out this EBL battery. This is a 5 amp hour battery, and she is fully charged. And we have it hooked up to our inverted watt meter, and we started at 0.00 amp hours on the meter. Can you even see that in the light? Yeah, there you go. And then we're running the FT891 and the LDG Z100 Plus tuner. And that is because the Coffee and Ham Radio's Poseidon antenna is a Rybakov style antenna, and it requires a tuner. It will normally work with your radio's internal tuner, but the FT891 ain't got one, so we got to use an external tuner instead. The external tuner is kind of, you know, taking advantage of the situation because it's a big powerhouse, and the internal tuner in your radio is usually 3-to-1. This is probably closer to 10-to-1 on a transmission match system. On the FT891, there is an SWR meter bar graph right now, and when I am not transmitting, it's telling me the received signal strength is an S3, and I'm in a park, so that's not terribly bad. So let's go ahead and key down. I'm on AM mode, you can see that right there. And we are at high SWR. So now I'm going to key in the tuner. And we are at 1 to 1. Ta-da! Go to 12 meters, 24 megahertz band, somewhere up in the voice portion that's quiet. Right, and that's actually not a bad SWR on 12 right out of the gate. That's around 2 point something to 1 right there on the chart, but we can do better than that. There we go. So 1.3-ish, not bad at all. Let's do 21 megahertz, 15 meters. All right, that one's clear. Let's switch it over to AM so we get a carrier again. Take the tuner out of circuit. 2 point something to 1, that's not bad. We can do better. And then we can now hear a station that we couldn't hear before. But we're at 1.3, 1.4, not bad. 17 meters. Take the tuner out. Let me change the mode first. Yeah, 3 to 1. We're pushing it on that one. Tuned it right down. That looks like 1.2 to me. All right, let's do my favorite band, 20 meters. Yep, we're almost 3 to 1. And we tuned it right up to about 1.3, 1.4. So one of the things I want to note about this tuner is that it only really tries to get 1.5. It doesn't try to get the absolute best that it can find. So once it finds something that's close to 1.5 or below, it's going to stop trying. Let's try 30 meters. Take the tuner out. We're a little above 2 to 1. Let's tune it up. 1.5. All right, last band for this antenna is 40. Let's go to our favorite frequency on 40, 7200. Take the tuner out of line and we're at 3 to 1. Let's tune it up real quick. There we go, tunes up on all bands. And that's why I like this antenna. Simple to set up, simple to get on the bands, hit the tune button, start making contacts. Let's do just that.
This is November Delta 5, Delta X-ray, QRZ.
Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, park to park.
Hey, park to park station, bear with me while I'm having some logging issues.
Roger, roger.
All right, park to park station, try again, please.
Kilo, Mike 9 Golf.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf, Steve, I've got you. You are a good 5757 in the 3029.
Copy the 573029. I will give you a strong 594249.
All right, Steve, where's that at?
Wisconsin. Wisconsin Interstate Park.
That was US 4249,
QSL,
QSL.
QSL, you got it.
Okay, hey, appreciate you being out there, Steve. Thank you. Park to park 73.
73, good luck. I'm doing some hunting right now. So it looks like Hammers has updated. And so I'm going through using Hammers. I'm using the POTA spots, which now work again. Thank you. And I am just going through in order, seeing if I can hear these people. We're gonna have to switch over to holding a frequency to get this job done before the battery runs out, I think, because half an amp of hunting parks is not cutting it for me. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Kilo, Mike 9 Golf. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Kilo, Mike 9 Golf. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. CQ Parks on the air, CQ POTA. This is Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, KM9G at Park US 4249, Wisconsin Interstate State Park. Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. November 6 Hotel Uniform, you are 59, Wisconsin. All right, copy the 52 California. Thank you for the contact, 73. Kilo Quebec 4, Golf Tango Hotel, 59, Wisconsin.
Copy the 59. You're a 59 in Tennessee, over.
Copy the 59 Tennessee. Thank you for the contact, 73. Kilo Bravo 2, Tango Delta Tango, 59, Wisconsin.
QSL, you're 57 into Western New York.
All right, copy the 57 New York. Thank you for the contact, 73. Kilo Bravo 4, Bravo Golf Zulu, 59 Wisconsin.
Roger, 59 North Carolina.
Copy 59 North Carolina. Thank you for the contact, 73.
Victor Echo 3, Oscar Uniform Oscar.
Victor Echo 3, Oscar Uniform Oscar. You are 59 Wisconsin.
US South, thanks to you for the 5 and 9. Got you about a 4 5, 4x5 to Ottawa, Ontario today. Thanks, 7-3.
All right, copy the 4-5 Ottawa, Ontario. Thank you for the contact. Was there a park-to-park in there? Thought I heard a park-to-park. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ.
Kilo Echo 2, Bravo X-Ray Zulu.
Kilo Echo 2, Bravo X-Ray Zulu, strong 5-9 into Wisconsin.
QSL, thanks for picking me up, Steve. You are a solid 5-9 into Central New York.
Copy 5-9 Central New York. Thank you for the contact, 73.
73.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ.
Victor Echo 3, India Lima with Kilo India 5, Oscar Juliet Zulu.
Victor Echo 3, India Lima Whiskey, QSL.
QSL, you're 5-7 in Eastern Ontario.
Copy 5-7 Eastern Ontario. I got you 5-9 Wisconsin.
QSL 7-6, thanks.
Oh, I know that voice. KK4 PAL, how's it going? All right, I'll take that 5-5, and I'll give you a 5-5 in return. You're a little low on my end, but I thought you said you were working QRP. All right, that'll do it. Good luck, Bill. Have a great day.
India 5, Oscar Juliet Zulu.
Was that Kilo India 5, Oscar Juliet Zulu?
Roger, 5-9 into Oklahoma, Oscar Kilo, QSL.
Copy the 5-9 Oklahoma. I'll give you 5-9 Wisconsin. We're at 10 already. So 9 hunting and 9. We made 9 calls in a couple of minutes compared to all that time hunting and pouncing. Station ending Kilo, please. Whiskey Zulu Sierra Kilo. Whiskey Zulu Sierra Kilo. Whiskey 0 Sierra Kilo. 5-9 Wisconsin.
Very good, thank you. You're 5-5-55 into Western Tennessee, 7-3.
Copy the 5-5 Western Tennessee. Thank you for the contact, 73.
November 0, Sugar Whiskey Echo.
November 0 Sugar Whiskey Echo. 5-9 Wisconsin.
You're 5-9 Colorado, 5-9 Colorado. Thanks for Wisconsin.
All right, copy the 5-9 Colorado. Have a great day, 73.
Whiskey 1, Uniform Echo Alpha.
Whiskey 1 Uniform Echo Alpha. 5-9 Wisconsin.
Just 5-9 here in Pennsylvania.
Copy the 5-9 Pennsylvania. Thank you for the contact, 73.
73.
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ.
Kilo 3, Charlie Hotel Sierra, Park to Park.
Kilo 3 Charlie Hotel Sierra, Park to Park. You are 5-9 Wisconsin, and my park number is 4249. What's yours?
My part number is 2739, and you're a 5-9 here in North Carolina, QSL.
Copy the 5-9. I didn't know if I gave you a 5-9 or not, but you got it now.
I appreciate it. Hey, good luck with your activation, 7-3.
And good luck with yours as well, 73. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ.
Whiskey 1, Tango Delta Sierra.
Whiskey 1 Tango Delta Sierra, 5-9 Wisconsin.
QSL, I got you 5-7 into Tennessee, Tango November.
Copy the 5-7 Tennessee. Thank you for the contact, 73.
7-3, have a good activation.
November 5 station again, please.
November 5, Kilo India Papa, Kilo India Papa.
November 5 Kilo India Papa, 5-9 Wisconsin.
5-5 Texas, thank you.
Copy the 5-5 Texas. Thank you for the contact, 73.
Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Tango.
Kilo Romeo 4 Mike Tango, 5-9 Wisconsin.
You're 5-8 into Kentucky.
Copy the 5-8 Kentucky. Thank you for the contact, 73.
Kilo Alpha 2, Golf Victor Yankee.
Kilo Alpha 2 Golf Victor Yankee, 5-9 Wisconsin.
Roger, 5-9 Western New York. Thanks for the new park.
All right, thank you for Western New York. I copy your 5-9. Have a great day, 73. Kilo 2 Delta X-Ray. I got you. You're a nice strong copy, but you're kind of low on volume. I'll give you a 4-4. All right, copy the 4-4 New Hampshire. Thank you for the contact, 73. Park to park, go ahead. Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Delta Juliet. I got you 5-5 in Wisconsin. All right, copy the 10102. My park number is 4249. 4249.
Delta.
Station ending Delta.
Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta.
Kilo Oscar 4 Mike Kilo Delta 59 Wisconsin.
QSL, you're 5555 here in Tennessee.
Copy the 55 Tennessee. Thank you for the contact, 73.
73. Victor Alpha 3, Juliet, India, November.
Victor Alpha 3 Juliet India November 59 Wisconsin.
Thank you, you're 59 Ontario. Have a good one.
Copy 59 Ontario, 73 my friend. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf QRZ. All right, I'm at 24 contacts. I want to do a battery check. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's upside down and it's coming. There it is, 1.35 amp hours. So that's not terrible. It does show a little bit lower when I key up and then a little bit higher when I don't key up, and that's kind of normal for how batteries work. So far, so good. I like the battery meter that is plugged into the battery right on the top. That's pretty useful because the dingus thing that switches around is kind of a pain because you have to wait and wait and wait, and you always catch it right after it cycles the number that you want. Kilo Mike 9 Golf QRZ. It's like everybody just went home. Or the people that were home went out. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air, CQ POTA. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G, calling CQ Parks on the Air from US 4249. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. Florida 5, Papa Yankee India. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. I got you 5-9 Wisconsin. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much for the 5-5 from south of France. Much appreciated. Thank you for the contact. 73. France. There are 31 contacts in and 2 amp hours drawn out of the 5 amp hour battery. %, on the battery. And wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. This thing needs a button. Wait for it. Wait for it. 2.252 amp hours. Kilo Mike 9 Golf QRZ. 39 contacts, 2.5 amps out of the 5 amp hour battery. How's it going? That's a radio antenna for the radio right here. Yeah. So I'm doing what's called Parks on the Air. I'm making contact with people all over the world. I've talked to people in France, in Colorado, in Kentucky, in Virginia, in Arizona.
Is this like the old ham radio day?
This is exactly the ham radio thing.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
Yeah.
My grandpa was in World War II and he was the radio operator, and I remember growing up, you always had the old ham radio in the basement.
Yep.
The big tower up.
Yeah, so there's this thing that we do now, like I said, it's called Parks on the Air, and we just come out to state parks. There's a registry of all of the different parks that are out there, and as long as it's in the registry, you can do what's called Parks on the Air, and the best part about it is you don't have to hear about people being, you know, in the hospital or medical conditions or anything. You can just give signal reports and get awards and have fun.
And that's all the antenna you need.
Yeah, it's a 25-foot vertical. And it's got a matching unit at the bottom, right at the bottom. You see that little X-ray looking thing?
Yep.
And then I've got 4 wires spread out across the ground, and that's it.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That is so cool.
Yeah, I'm running off this little battery right here, and then I've got a radio, and I've got a little tuner.
All right. That's amazing. Well, good for you. Thank you for the info.
Yeah, no problem. Have a great day. 3 amp hours. 2 left. There it is, 4.153 amp hours. And then this battery here says 30%. And we have, focus, 63 contacts in the log at US 4249. I find it kind of ironic that my first beautiful day to be able to get out in a park is back in the state of Wisconsin. I really like being in Wisconsin, especially in the fall, but early spring is also nice right after mud season, and we are just a little teeny tiny bit after mud season. The ground's still a little soft up here. Beautiful, beautiful day. 63 contacts in the log. Montana, Arizona, as far east as France. Coffee and ham radios beside an antenna gets it done. We'd put about 4 amp hours out of the battery into the air, into the atmosphere. And we were here, let me see, when did we start? First entry, 1744. Last entry, 1849. So an hour and 10 minutes. Not bad at all. That's a good amount of activation out of a battery, and I am enjoying it. Let me get you some more information on this battery. I'm gonna go back inside for that, like magic time warp and space travel type stuff. EBL lithium power sport battery. This is supposed to be a battery for a motorcycle, but can we make it ham radio? That's the question of the hour right now. Let's get this thing opened up and see what it looks like. Looks like it's very well packed. We have an instruction manual and we have a heightening pad option. Look at that. We don't like things to be bigger in our world. We like things to be smaller, so we're not going to install that. But if you were using this for its intended purpose as a motorcycle battery, you might need a little bit of extra height to get it to stick in place safely. We don't need that. We need smallness. Enhanced, added smallness. Oh, look at that. It's got a little charge indicator on it and everything. This is awesome. This thing is super lightweight. It is 90% full, so we're gonna charge this up real quick. But before we do that, we're gonna get some measurements. So which one is more important to you? Is it the size or is it the weight? 6 inches wide, 3.5 inches deep, 3 3/4 tall. This thing is super light. 2 pounds, 2 ounces, 2.05 ounces. Awesome. The battery does come with the mounting screws, so you can very easily put a set of spade connectors on this. I used a handy dandy crocodile clip to Anderson power pole connector, and this comes in great handy anytime I'm working with solar, because sometimes those MC4 connectors are backwards and all I need to do is test it and switch it instead of redoing a whole bunch of connections. So this is the cable that I use to connect my battery to my radio via power poles. You're actually going to use this thing in a motorcycling environment. One of the things that you need to be aware of is that cranking amps is 300 amps and cold cranking amps is 150 amps. So this thing can put out quite a bit of power right out of the gate. I don't currently have a motorcycle, but if anybody wants to send one in, I will be happy to take it for a couple of joy rides with this battery in place and give you a report. We time warped and space traveled back to the park. If you enjoy somebody who tests out antennas and tests out batteries and tests out radios out in the field where it really matters, then this is the channel for you. Please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. If you'd like information on the battery, on the antenna, on the radio, on anything that I have shown today, there will be links in the description down below for it. There's a video right over here I think you will enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.